Alright, so our first stage in cellular respiration is glycolysis, which takes place in the cytosol, which is outside of the cellular organelles, and glycolysis takes one glucose molecule and splits that into two pyruvates. The splitting of the sugar forms only two ATP molecules, and it also forms NADH or FADH, which are energy electron carriers, which will then be used in our last stage in just 1 second. And then we have our second stage, pyruvate oxidation, which takes the two pyruvates and further breaks that down into 2-acetyl-CoA. This stage takes place inside the mitochondria, specifically the matrix. This stage does not require oxygen and is basically the bridge between glycolysis and the citric acid cycle, basically further breaking down this glucose molecule. That way we can get it ready for the citric acid cycle. Our third stage is the citric acid cycle, also known as the Krebs cycle. This also takes place within the mitochondria, specifically the matrix. And this stage does not require oxygen as well. So this takes the 2-acetyl-CoA and breaks that down or converts it into CO2, which is very, very important for our last stage. And this breaking down of that acetyl-CoA forms just a little bit of ATP. Once again, only 2 ATP molecules per 1 glucose. The breakdown also forms more electron energy carriers, which are very important for our last stage. Our last stage of cellular respiration is the oxidative phosphorylation stage. This stage does require oxygen and takes place within the inner membrane of the mitochondria. This stage has two little specific ones, and basically it needs the electron energy carriers in order to produce more ATP, taking all of that energy and forming the ATP, also taking the oxygen from the CO2 formed in the citric acid cycle in order to form more ATP. Oxygen is very important in this stage because it is our final electron acceptor, or the most important one. And that forms, as you can see, a ton of ATP, 26 to 28 per 1 glucose molecule. It's hard for scientists to put an exact number on this. And so in all cellular respiration, we have 30 to 32 ATP molecules per 1 glucose. And that's cellular respiration. Thank you.